The 1970s stands tall as a golden era for music, boasting an eclectic mix of genres that captivated audiences worldwide. From the iconic sounds of Led Zeppelin to the soulful melodies of the Buggles, the decade was alive with musical innovation and cultural significance. However, amid the praise for these legendary bands, there lies a selection of groups that have garnered a different kind of attention. They are the bands that many love to hate. In this video, we'll explore the top 10 most hated bands of the 1970s. Let's start the video. Number 10. The Buggles. The British new wave duo, the Buggles, carved a unique niche in the music scene of the 1970s. Despite their peculiar name, inspired by vocalist Trevor Horn's oversized glasses, they left an indelible mark with their iconic hit, "Video Killed the Radio Star." This song was the first MTV music video in 1981, launching a new age of visual music entertainment. However, some critics dismissed them as a generic version of the Beatles. At first, record labels turned down the Buggles, but they kept going and finally found success with their innovative tune. While "Video Killed the Radio Star" was a worldwide hit, their other songs were criticized for their arcade-like feel. Nonetheless, the Buggles remain synonymous with the dawn of MTV and the evolution of music in the digital age. Number 9. The Osmonds. The Osmonds were one of the most polarizing bands of the 1970s, loved by some, but intensely disliked by others. With their clean-cut image and bubblegum pop sound, they garnered a huge fan base, but also faced criticism for being too saccharine and commercial. Despite their success on the charts with hits like "One Bad Apple" and "Crazy Horses," many music critics dismissed them as manufactured and lacking substance. The innocent image of the Osmonds was in direct opposition to the rebellious mood of the era, which meant that individuals who enjoyed edgier music looked down on them. However, their catchy tunes and infectious energy still resonate with fans of nostalgic pop music, showcasing the enduring impact of their contributions to 70s music culture. Number 8. Edison Lighthouse. Hailing from England, Edison Lighthouse was a pop group active from 1969 to 1977. Drawing inspiration from the historic Eddystone Lighthouse, the world's first offshore lighthouse, constructed more than 300 years ago and 14 miles off the coast of Plymouth. Their claim to fame came with the hit song "Love Grows," which propelled them into the spotlight. However, the departure of lead singer Tony Burrows following the release of the hit posed a challenge as he retained rights to the band's name. Despite this setback, Edison Lighthouse persisted, continuing to perform and sing even in 2021. Perhaps with time, the love for this group may grow once more as they remain steadfast in their musical journey. Number 7. Genesis. Genesis, often scorned by classic rock aficionados, finds itself among the most hated 1970s bands. Critics and fans alike have criticized the band for what they perceive as several missteps in their discography. Despite the undeniable talent of original members like Peter Gabriel and Phil Collins, Genesis faced backlash for their evolving sound, which shifted away from their progressive rock roots in the late 70s. This departure left many fans puzzled, unable to grasp the band's direction. While some argue that Genesis reached their peak in the mid-80s, others lament the departure from their earlier, more cohesive style. Genesis remains a polarizing figure in the annals of rock history, sparking debates over their musical legacy. Number 6. Donaldson and the Haywoods. Donaldson and the Haywoods, a UK-based pop group, gained notoriety for their hit song, "Billy Don't Be a Hero." Though intended to depict the American Civil War, its release during the Vietnam War era forever linked it to the latter conflict. Despite its dark subject matter, the tune carries a lighthearted vibe, almost making light of war. This emotional dissonance earned the band a reputation for poor taste in lyrics, positioning them as one of the most polarizing acts of the era. Donaldson and the Haywoods exemplify the paradox of being simultaneously loved and loathed by audiences, reaching a boss level of infamy in the realm of 1970s bands. Number 5. Morris Albert. Morris Albert's 1975 hit song, "Feelings," remains one of the most polarizing tunes of the 1970s. While the song's vague lyrics touch on the theme of love, it often leaves listeners unsatisfied and craving more substance. Opinions about the song vary widely, with some praising its sentimentality while others ridicule its simplicity. Despite never gaining significant traction in the US music scene, Albert had a devoted fan base in his native Brazil. However, his reputation suffered a blow when he was sued for plagiarizing the melody for Feelings, a lawsuit successfully brought against him in 1988. For many, the desire to forget this song's existence remains strong, symbolizing both the enduring impact and divisive nature of music from the 1970s. Number 4. The Carpenters. The Carpenters, a soft rock duo from the 1970s, faced criticism for their sweet, easy-listening melodies. With siblings Karen and Richard Carpenter at the helm, their harmonious tunes like Close to You and Rainy Days and Mondays dominated the airwaves, offering comfort in turbulent times. Despite their popularity, some labeled their music as too safe and unadventurous, dismissing them as middle of the road. Critics dismissed their image as unthreatening, labeling them as square. However, Karen's velvety voice and Richard's meticulous arrangements struck a chord with listeners seeking solace in sentimental ballads. While rock purists may have scoffed at their image and sound, the Carpenters' music endures, providing a soothing refuge for those craving nostalgia and gentle melodies amidst the cacophony of 70s rock. Number 3. Captain and Tennille. The cringe-worthy tune of Muskrat Love by Captain and Tennille remains etched in memory, evoking shudders for its peculiar lyrics. Originally titled Muskrat Candlelight, the song's imagery of muskrats in the dark only adds to its unsettling nature. Despite being a cover written by Willis Allen Ramsey, Captain and Tennille's rendition became infamous. Even more baffling was their invitation to the White House to perform for Queen Elizabeth in 1976, a head-scratching decision by the administration. As for their personal lives, Captain and Tennille were a married couple who performed together, but their 40-year marriage ended in divorce in 2014. Perhaps it's best to let each muskrat go their separate way, leaving behind the haunting echoes of their infamous song. Number 2. Rupert Holmes. Rupert Holmes, often associated with his hit song Escape, the Pina Colada song, finds himself among the most hated bands of the 1970s. Despite the song's popularity among some listeners, many others dislike its cheesy lyrics and catchy tune. Holmes himself has admitted to not even enjoying pina coladas, making the song somewhat ironic. While Escape remains his most well-known work, Holmes struggled to replicate its success with other pop hits. However, his career took a surprising turn when he ventured into musical theater, ultimately winning 5 Tony Awards, including Best Musical, for The Mystery of Edwin Drood. Despite mixed opinions on his music, Holmes found success in the theater world, proving that artistic talent can lead to unexpected achievements. Number 1. Kiss. Kiss, a band known for their face paint and rebellious lyrics, often sparked shock among parents in the 1970s. Despite this, their hard rock albums like Alive and Destroyer turned up the volume on heavy metal, making them unforgettable for many. Their spectacular stage shows and epic guitar solos electrified a generation of budding metalheads. Despite criticism from parents and critics, Kiss became a gateway into the world of hard rock rebellion for many kids, with their makeup-clad personas like the Demon and the Star Child capturing imaginations. While some rolled their eyes at their spectacle, for others, Kiss transformed rock and roll into an immersive world they wanted to inhabit, proving that even the most polarizing bands can leave an enduring mark on music history. That's all for today. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like the video and subscribe to our channel for more entertaining content like this. Thanks for watching.